Okay. Guess the lines. Ravens, Bengals. What's the record, by the way?
5-3-1. You're ahead heading into week 10, but I'd be shocked. I think I put myself as a plus 1,400 today.
Ravens at Cincinnati is the Thursday night game. And that's
it's the other way, right? Cincy at Baltimore?
Oh, did I write that down wrong?
Yeah, they already played in Cincinnati. It was 41-38.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, so I get that one. I'm up on nothing. Good.
That's an automatic forfeit? I don't know why I capitalized the Bengals. Well, this is an awesome Thursday night game.
Very good.
Dare I say a must-watch.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this to Kyle today, and I've said this probably 5 of the 9 weeks we've done a pod, but Lamar on the multi-view is still the MVP by far. I don't know if he's going to win the MVP of the league, but he's so much fucking fun. We made the mistake 17-10 in that Bengals game. I mean, the Broncos game. I took them off the 4, not realizing that, of course, Lamar was going to figure out how to score like a 60-yard touchdown in the last 30 seconds of the game. What was I thinking? Yeah, what was I thinking?
I was glued to it at 41-10 because I needed Denver to win the fourth quarter. I was like, I'm so smart. Baltimore's given up 82 points in the fourth quarter in the last 6 weeks. I'm betting Denver blindly, and they couldn't. They went on 4th and goal from the 7 twice, and they couldn't make it. But
I sent in the 13-point tease to you guys, I finally lost it. One of the legs was the Broncos plus 22, and it was the first loss I've had all year.
Even so, you had a shot. You had a little bit of a shot in the fourth quarter. Yep.
Bo Nix had other ideas. All right, so if it's Ravens, I'm going to forfeit my pick for this because I had the wrong team.
It's okay. Just guess it. I was actually somewhat close on this, but go ahead.
Well, I would say Ravens by 6.
All right, now you get it. I said 5.5. It's 6.5. That's a terrible way for me to lose that one. But yeah, 6.5.
I'm happy to forfeit that one.
Nah, it's not going to matter. I promise it's not.
Okay.
I was so off.
That's probably too many points, right? I feel like the Bengals will be completely unafraid to go into Baltimore.
Yeah. Just trying to think what they're...
trying to think if they'll ever have any chance of stopping Derrick Henry.
Well, I mean, there's that.
3 hours?
Yeah.
On a Thursday night, 4 days after they just played?
I kind of don't trust either defense. And there was 79 points scored in the first game. And I almost think the defense has got a little bit worse since then. So,
well, I have a new category. We've never done this before for the next one.
Yeah.
We've had the Poop Fecta. We've never had a Poop Fecta game in Germany as bad as this. So I looked up the German word for poop.
Oh, good.
And it's Kacke. This is the Kacke Fecta game. Kacke Fecta. It's the Kacke Fecta. Giants, Panthers.
Yeah.
An outright travesty that can only take place in the Vegas zone. And I went Giants by 4.5.
Yeah, you get it. I said 4, and it's 5.5. They can't make it big enough. I'm still surprised at this.
Sal, I got to be honest. Might not get up for this one.
I was just going to ask you, what time are you up for it?
Probably a halftime, and somebody will be up 17-0, and I'm not sure which team.
Do you have any fantasy players? We got it because games are consumed differently now, right?
Any fantasy players? None on the Giants. Definitely none on the Panthers. So none across the board.
Can I read you something? You played our friend Brad in fantasy. He sent me a note.
How bad my team is?
Well, you decide how you want to take this. He says, Simmons, good dude, excellent friend, wonderful father, dog shit at fantasy football.
How can he say that?
And he says,
I'm great. Did you tell him how great I am in the other league?
All of these descriptions are very much understatements, he writes. Sorry. Have a talk with him.
I spent $120 on Garrett Wilson, Cooper Kupp, and DJ Moore. DJ Moore had the opposite of a breakout year. 3.3 points today.
Yeah, he had like a measles breakout, basically.
Travis Etienne for $36. Another mistake. Yeah, not great. Sometimes it's not your year in fantasy.
It's not fun.
I mean, Brad did take 9 running backs.
Yeah, I know. He was making fun of you. I had to stop him because he was talking about how many quarterbacks you took. And I was like, wait, slow down. You got a lot of running backs. Yeah.
The problem is all my quarterbacks suck. I've Dak, who left the game early today. I mean, how did I get 13 points out of Dak against the Falcons? That should have been like a 30-point game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man.
Ideas.
I don't know. I can't stand it.
Sunday marquee. So initially, when I wrote all these down on Thursday, I had Eagles Cowboys as the Sunday marquee.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it there, but I don't think it's the marquee game. But it's probably the most interesting game because it might be a different coach for you guys. Mm-hmm. You might have a new coach after the game. You have the Eagles, who are just an unintentional comedy all over the place every game. And I'm going to say Eagles by 3 in Dallas.
Oh, wow. I said 4.5. It's 6.5.
Oh,
yeah, we're pretty bad.
Wow, you're 6.5-point underdogs at home to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. I mean, CeeDee Lamb has like the shoulder contusion, right? Dak, I mean, I could just see these guys bailing, right? We could have a Cooper Rush game here.
I wish Cooper Rush had been a little better when he came in.
Yeah. Maybe he steps
up. Like, could have a quarterback controversy. Those words were not uttered during the Cooper Rush half hour that he played.
No. Take the Cowboys plus 12.5. They'll cover that. Take them on a teaser.
Definitely 100% not putting.
I do want to give you credit though for your Thursday teaser. Like, this is the way to play a teaser, right? Like, the Jets were a 1.5-point favorite. Ridiculous. They went to 2.5 and you're like, oh, I'm over the touchdown. You took the Texans plus 8.5, right? Beautiful. Yeah. A little lucky at the end, but that's the way to do it.
A little lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I found out? 7.5 used to be the number for me, but now, like, I lost on the Colts today at 7.5. I think it has to get to 8.5 on these teases when you're going the other way now. The 7.5 isn't good enough.
There's 28-20s all over the place. I feel like you're right. Yeah.
Watchables. I got 4. First one is Bills at Indianapolis. For a couple of reasons. Bills, I think, have just been a really fun multi-view team all year.
Yeah.
Colts, I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. They just go back to Richardson next week. What do they do? It's also like, if the Colts lose this game, their season's probably over.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And I feel like these teams play good games. So Bills
I think it's
Colts.
Flacco. I think it's Flacco again, but
I'm going to say Bills by 3.
Did I get this? Oh, we split it. I said 6. It's 4.5.
Well, Vegas zone.
Yeah.
So the Bills, are we just the whole year? I'm just never going to feel that great about them, and they're going to go like 15-2.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like, do you watch them and go, oh man, look out for these guys?
No, I don't. But I'll tell you what just resonates with me. The way if they ever have to win, they just get it done. The way they won the last 5
If they need 3
year.
points, they'll get the 3 points. Yeah.
Or if they need to put together a streak. So their over under wins is 12.5. I still like it over. It's a plus 142. I still like it over.
Is that on FanDuel?
Yeah. I'm seeing they only have like 9 teams listed.
12.5 plus 142.
Yeah. They'll get it.
So they'd have to go 13-4. The problem is they're going to have the division clinched and probably the 2 seed with like 2 weeks to go, right?
So they'd have to go 6-2. Yeah, why would it? But
they're going to be the 2 seed though.
The 1 seed won't be clinched though, right?
KC's getting the 1 seed. KC's going to go 16-1 or 15-2, right?
They play KC, 49ers, Rams. Actually, they do have a tough slate. They end twice in 3 weeks against the Patriots, but
Chiefs are home for the Broncos. I floated this out a couple weeks ago, and I think it's official after the Baltimore game. I think Denver is the good bad team in either conference. I think they're officially 2024's good bad team.
Oh yeah,
they play the other bad teams. They're going to win. You raise the level of competition on them, they're losing.
I thought you were saying bad good team, but you're right. Yeah, they're the good bad team. Who else could it be? Who's in contention for that title?
I mean, you could say anyone in the NFC South.
Arizona.
Well, Arizona's had a couple good wins though.
Yeah, at very close games. Their margin of victory, except for today, is in those games. It's very low.
No shots fired at our friends from Washington, and I couldn't be happier for them. But I wouldn't rule out Washington for the good bad team either.
Well, it's funny. You asked me, did the Hail Mary kill the Bears? Just eviscerate them, I think is the word you use. But I feel like the Hail Mary, and they won today, so it's a little less of a great point. But I feel like it didn't give them momentum. I feel that game showed me that they've leveled off, right? Washington. They're not the team that punted twice in 3 weeks, right? So they're going to have to pull one out in a close one against the Giants every week. So maybe they're the good bad.
Niners Bucks in Tampa. And I really had trouble with this one because I think Vegas is going to respect the Niners a little more than maybe they deserve. So I'm going to say Niners by 3.5 at Tampa.
That's exactly what I said. And we were a whole field goal off, 6.5.
Oh, my God. So they're just jacking these lines now.
Yeah, they are. So now you
That's
have
too
that
high
in mind. Well, McCaffrey's coming back, right? And Tampa's on a short week.
Would you bet your life McCaffrey's coming back?
No, I don't know. I just kept hearing.
I don't trust that.
Right. But they had the bye, and now Tampa's on a short week, and they still don't have those receivers. I guess we'll know better tomorrow.
The last one might be, this was the other choice for the marquee game, and probably should have been the marquee game since the records are so good, but we put your
Jacksonville
stupid
home.
team there. No, Washington at home for the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
It's a solid game. I'm going to say Washington by 2.5.
Wow, you nailed that. I said Pittsburgh by 1. Tell me why they're a favorite, Washington. Like if you did power rankings for these teams, wouldn't Pittsburgh be ahead of them?
It's the offense on Pittsburgh. I still don't think people trust it on the road.
Yeah.
That'll be it. So you think like these two teams are probably even and maybe a slight edge to Washington because they can score more points.
I think this would be a team that Washington would have trouble moving the ball on, right? More than anybody.
I'll tell you, 2.5, that becomes a tease candidate pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure. Well, they have 7-point teasers if you want.
We're at the fairly watchables.
You can't. We're live.
Vikings, Jaguars in Jacksonville. Will Coach Middleseat be at this game?
Oh. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
He will.
Great.
I think that guy just goes a lot longer than he's supposed to. He's the guy that we might still be making fun of next year.
I think that's the Bell. I think Belichick is either Jacksonville or Vegas. I don't think he'd mess with your team because your team's a losing hand.
Belichick is having fun, man. He's not into this coaching thing anymore. He's become like Jim Carrey. He's dressing up funny. He's like a physical comedian. He's doing posing with his mermaid girlfriend for Halloween. He's loving it.
This is a year-long plan by Bill Belichick to prove that he's not like the grumpy curmudgeon that couldn't take over your football team, because that's probably why he didn't get a job, because Kraft was bad-mouthing him. And it was like, this guy's a pain in the ass. He sucks to be around. This has been Belichick proving that there's actually a personality there, which is what everybody who knows him has said.
So you think the next interview, he pulls up that picture, the mermaid girlfriend? It's like,
I think he's going to keep on Thanksgiving. I think he's going to be wearing an apron, going on Chang's show, making turkey with Chang. Like, I'm prepared. He's on a quest to prove that there's a personality there.
Wow.
I like it.
All right. I don't like it. I like it better when he was a stiff and I can make fun of him.
Vikings at Jags. I have Vikings by 2.5.
I get this one. I said 4, and it is 4.5. Square in the Vegas out.
That's if you're betting on Sam Darnold in Florida laying points on the road. Good luck. Good luck.
We just shit on Jacksonville for like an hour and a half.
I'm not. Anyone who bets on this game is a lunatic.
I'm with you.
Are you worried about Raheem, by the way?
Yeah, always. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're always worried about Raheem, but Raheem did well this week, and he starts tweeting how his wins and his demeanor in the text changes. I always get nervous. It's like watching the first 30 minutes of a movie where the main character's doing really well, and you're like, oh no, slow down, dude.
He's going to move to Vegas, so yes, there's a whole different. This is a whole different.
Well, he lived in Vegas last year.
No, I know. I think he said he made a mistake of ever moving away from it. I mean, he could probably just on comps live there for like 2.5 years.
Did he win character of the year for you?
I think
Ringer
it's really,
character of the year?
I don't know. I don't know what would have to happen in the next 2 months, right? Like
he's just got a massive lead.
Yeah. Cerruti would have to rack up like 14 DUIs in the next 8 weeks. Otherwise, I
remember when you were coming back to the Ringer to do all this stuff with us, and I was like, I can't wait to bring Raheem into your life. This is like one of the great gifts I've ever given you, and it's exceeded all expectations.
It's so good. It's a beautiful gift.
Do you think he's in a sports book right now betting on like cricket in Argentina?
I congratulated him. Like, look at you. You're in Vegas. You probably woke up 14 minutes ago and you're hitting us with 35 trends and stats that no one's ever heard of. God bless you. And you can't wait to get out of that seat and do it again.
We need like a Ringer award ceremony where we can give him some sort of award. Just an epic performance by him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's on a little bit of a tear.
Yeah.
Raheem.
Yeah, he is.
It's hitting him.
Not bad.
Speaking of tears, the Cardinals, home in Arizona, playing the New York Jets. We did not talk about this game, the stupid game the Jets won on Halloween night.
Yeah.
With a Texans team that, just didn't have enough horses. I
don't ever want CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud, I don't like when he has bad games, or par games. I'm like, no, I want that guy to be good every single time. But if you look at him on the road, and he got killed by the Jets last year.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't like that shit.
That whole game flipped on that crazy Wilson touchdown. Right. I feel like the Jets were going to lose the game, and then all of a sudden they were winning, and it was very strange. Cards home for the Jets, and I'm going to say Cardinals by 2.5.
All right, so you gotta talk me through this one too. I said Jets by 2, but you're right. It's the Cardinals by 1.5. So we're fully in.
Jets aren't good.
But the Jets were favored. So why were they favored against the Texans then? That's what I'm asking.
Thursday night game. Only one receiver for the Texans. Texans offensive line is banged up.
I don't know, man. I don't get this gambling thing. Maybe I never did.
Poop factor. Bears are home for the Patriots. And you know what? It's officially, would you rather have Drake May or Caleb Williams week? And I know where I stand.
Uh-oh.
And I know where I stand.
Don't say anything you're going to regret.
I stand with Drake May.
Oh, wow.
You know who else does? Kyle. Kyle, who would you rather have? Say it, Kyle.
That's a loaded question.
We love Drake May. Listen, everyone's happy with their quarterback, but we love Drake May.
Good, you should.
And if they beat the Bears this week, I would be excited.
I think the Bears 10 football fan bases are happy with their quarterback. And that's good. I know.
This might be a record.
I know.
Even the Vikings are like, hey, we got JJ McCarthy next year.
Right.
And the Raiders are going, well, we're not in that group. I have the Bears favored by 5.5 over the New England Patriots.
You edged me out. All right. I said 5 at 6.5. 5-7. You're up 7-4. I really needed that one.
It's a field goal game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Falcons at the Saints. I can't imagine this not being in the Vegas zone. So I'm going to say Falcons by 4.5.
I get this. I said 3.5. It's only 3. Wait, let me see if they updated it, if it's anything different. Yeah, only 3. 3-point favorite. They played week 4 when New Orleans was a real team still. 26-24 final.
I'll tell you this. If Dennis Allen gets fired and we get a new Saints coach, I'll be taking the Saints for $1 million picks on Thursday.
Really?
Because I love the new coach theory. Yeah.
You don't even know. Sight unseen.
I didn't know who the coach is. It could be anybody. It could be Zion Williamson as the new coach. I'm taking the Saints.
Interesting.
Sight unseen. Blind. It's like when you do the blind soup. It's like soup du jour on Postmates. In.
Good.
Taking it.
I like it.
Chargers at the Titans. I'm sorry. Chargers home for the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this line has to be Chargers by 7.
Man, you beat me by the half point. I said 6.5, and it's 8.5.
Oof.
So you get it.
That's a tease.
We trust the Chargers. Isn't it something? We trust the Chargers to tease them
good
now?
Coach.
I guess we do. Yeah.
Good coach and a good QB solves a lot of issues.
Titans defense is like top 3 in a lot of the metrics.
Yeah.
It's very weird. Yeah.
Somehow, even though they gave up 52 points to Buffalo, but even in that one, the metrics for the defense is pretty good. Sunday night, Lions, Texans, and it's going to be in Houston, Texas, in a dome.
Well, you missed one, I think.
What did I
Denver,
miss?
KC? Did we do Denver, KC?
I literally missed. Oh, I had that in the watchables. Fuck, I just skipped over it.
That is a watchable.
Yeah, I'll put it in the fairly watchable. I have Chiefs home against the Broncos. I have the Chiefs by 9.
Oh, of course you win this one. I should have let you forget it. I said 8. It's 9.5.
Okay. It just feels like the Chiefs are they're just making it 9.5 now because they don't want you to tease the Chiefs. Like even this game tomorrow night has been between 8.5 and 9 constantly.
Yeah. Well, Denver, that's going to be a tough defense for Knicks to look good in the first 3 quarters, I think.
I'll tell you this, though. They were in that game today against Baltimore for almost the entire first half.
Okay. Yeah.
Knicks missed a wide open guy for a touchdown on, I think, the first or second drive. He had a guy on the 4th and 2, and the play worked, and it was there, and he missed it. It was a 30-yard touchdown.
It's bad.
Then he missed another guy for a touchdown, but it didn't matter because they ended up scoring anyway. But it was going to be 17-10 at halftime if they just get off the field. And they were hanging around, and then that touchdown ended the game. It was 24. You're not winning after that. 24-10 with Bo Nix, it's a wrap. But 17-10, they were hanging around.
No, they had to make, that was a game they had to make the most of every opportunity.
Yeah. Sunday night, Lions at Houston, and I have Lions by 3.
Wow. I mean, you set a record for nudging me by a half a point of my guess. I said 2.5. It's 3.5. That's fair, too.
I wonder where that lands, because there won't be Nico Collins, I don't think. Diggs is out for the year.
Right.
There's going to be a lot of Lions talk about how they are clearly the best team now in the NFC, and are we getting Lions Chiefs? I have a lot of Lions Chiefs stuff for the futures.
Yeah, I have Lions Bills. That's what I'm on. But
like Lions Chiefs was 36-1 in August because I bet it when I was in Boston on FanDuel.
Looking real good. I think the Lions are better, and I think this is a fair line. But you think it'll settle at 3?
No, I think it goes to 4. I think they're going to force people to bet Houston.
Pretty good rest advantage, and plus, this is the second road game for the Lions in a row.
Monday night, Rams, Dolphins. It's in LA. Maybe we just go to this.
Oh, yeah, Monday. We don't no competing game here.
Do we just go to this?
I don't think we can. The Trailblazers are playing the Hawks, and you're going to want to watch that.
Oh, shit. All right. I'll look at the NBA schedule. I
might go to this. Why not? We could go to this. Why not?
It'd be nice if the Rams, they should roll out the Ram carpet for us.
Yeah, Veterans Day.
I went to the Clippers game yesterday.
Oh, tell me.
First one, the arena. I'll guess the lines first. Rams, I'm going to say Rams home. Rams by 4.5 over the Dolphins.
Oh, I'm glad I won the last one. I said 3, and it's 2.5.
Oof. Wow.
They don't believe.
Are they thinking there's going to be a lot of Dolphins fans?
Well, they'll be right about that, but doesn't mean they're going to play well.
All right, so I won the week.
Good for you. 10-6, and you're up 6-3-1.